Right, let's resume where we
Not
left
learn
off.
some new tricks?
And I think we have a couple of characters about to be leveled up, so let's level up Nameless one. Characteristic points 1, 4 hit points, 2 hit points gained from Constitution. I think we want to increase some aspects to talk to. I think, yeah, I think we should increase our charisma. That's what I was wondering earlier, because after watching the previous recording and getting some feedback, I got the I got the feedback saying that we succeeded in talking with Dakon earlier and unlocking the secrets of his book only because we had. Sorry, I got cut off. But yeah, as I was saying, we got the option to like give a philosophical interpretation of Dakon's like the unbroken circle of Sartimon only because we had enough wisdom. I think so. This attribute was playing as a hidden check in giving us that option. We had a second option, which is a more simple surface level answer, right? And Dacon would not have allowed us to proceed further if we chose that option. And I think even in the dialogue, there is a kind of a hint. The response I have from Dacon, there's kind of a hint that we should put our wisdom into it. And yeah, it was because we had enough wisdom that we could chase that second, like that first option, the correct option with Dacon. So I'm thinking we should start increasing our charisma for the same reason, because charisma apparently has many hidden checks, and we want to get as much story as we can. And I also thought that maybe what we need is more charisma for us to unlock the uh, like proceed further in the dialogue with Far from Grace. Far from Grace's diary, whenever we're trying to access it, she's saying, I mean, obviously, as part of the game, as we're trying to access it, she's saying that she should keep her secrets. But if we are maybe more charismatic, we will maybe be able to proceed further. So we're going to increase our charisma, constitution, wisdom, intelligence. And let's go to Anna. 20 thief skill point gained. Okay. Armor class 1. Spell saving throws. -2. I don't know what -2 is. Maybe she says she has equipped uh some gear that gives her -2. Is that what this is? Not sure. We have 20 thief skill points. We can increase. I don't know what Anna is like. Anna isn't really useful in combat situations, and we haven't encountered many situations where we have to kind of sneak around or like pickpocket. Maybe what I can do is maybe I'll put this into pickpocket. Okay, and we'll try to see if we can steal some of the items in the curiosity shop. Not the ones, not the exotic items, but some of the other items that she's selling. That'll be quite difficult to steal, I would imagine, but we'll try to increase it a bit so that detect traps. We have pretty much never used this, so yeah, can do that. Chaotic neutral. We are also chaotic neutral. Almost everyone in our party except Mort is neutral. I think he's neutral. Anna is chaotic neutral. Okay, 3 people in our party are chaotic neutral. And she's lawful neutral. Interesting. Okay, so I think our agenda for today is we'll probably go to. I'm not too sure about this. I feel like the movement speed has increased. I'm recording it from a new hardware, so even though I'm recording from full screen now, I can see the OBS on my side, so it's a bit more comfortable seeing that things are getting recorded. But yeah, I'm recording from a different hardware, and I feel like maybe the movement speed has increased for some reason. Maybe it's just my imagination. But yeah, we were going to go to Foundry, right? We are going to visit Nihil Sander to check on the Dream Builder. So we have the vial, Dream Vial, which is basically our blood and skin, which can be used in powering the Dream Builder of Nihil Sander. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's quickly learn these 2 spells. Balance in all things. Into a spellbook caster only when hit the same number of times as level 4 5. Usable only by mage. Inscribed upon the circular plate is the 6th circle of Sertimon. Okay, let's copy spell because I don't think Dakon has this spell. Balance in all things. Caster only. When hit the same number of times as level by 4 or 5 seconds per level of caster. Area effect 10 feet radius when activated. From the separation of people came the knowing of the 2 skies. From the knowing of 2 skies came the realization that hurting others hurts oneself. This spell only affects the caster. Whenever the caster is attacked while the spell is in effect, all hostile creatures within 10 foot radius take equal damage. It lasts for 1 attack per 4 levels of the caster, and the effects are not cumulative. You cannot have more than 1 balance spell erected. If the spell is not triggered, it lasts for 5 seconds per level of the caster. Okay, so it either lasts 5 seconds or like our level by 4. I think we are level 8 now, if not 9. Let's see what our level is. We are level 9 now, so we can take at most 8 hits since it can trigger 2 times. And yeah, since it can trigger 2 times for us, and it's like it lasts for 1 action. Okay. Whenever the caster is attacked while spell is in effect, all hostile creatures within 10 foot radius take equal damage. So you can just run into a group of enemies and like tank a bunch of hits. No, we can't. We can at the moment. I think we can take at most 2 hits. Anyway, let's proceed with. Oh wait, let's check Dakon's spellbook to see if he has.
Grow strong.
Wow, he does not have. He has power of 1. This is the biggest spell he has. Okay.
Your will be done.
Alright, let's go to. Yeah, let's head out and let's go to Foundry.
I'm gone.
Foundry should be in lower ward.
Done.
There's a shadow chasing us. I don't. Not really in the mood for chasing shadows. And I'm feeling like once we get into maybe the Godsman faction, it will reveal the secrets of Foundry, right? What they have been working on in secret. And I feel like maybe that's related to the siege tower here because we haven't gotten a way to enter the siege tower yet. It's just which assumedly just appeared here one day as per what the citizens here are telling us. So let's go to Nikhil Sander. No, it should be here. No, who is this? I think we missed this room entirely last time. What the hell? Did we? I don't. Not too sure. Let's go back and talk. I don't remember this NPC. We might have missed this room, honestly. To Godsman Armory, which I think is locked. Nadlin. You see a wizened old man, trembling hands and a cunning face. He looks over you carefully and speaks. Have I seen you before? You seem familiar to me somehow. From where? Do you remember where? Not so fast, lad. Takes a while for mine to warm up to a task like this. I've lived a long time and have seen a lot more faces in that time, and it ain't so easy to remember. Memory is a fleeting thing, and that's something you can bank on. Before replying, you mutter, tell me about it, lad. Wait, what? Not so fast, lad. Takes a while for the mind to warm up to a task like this. I've lived a long life and seen a lot more faces in that time, and it ain't so easy to remember. Memory is a fleeting thing, and that's some you can bank on. Before replying, you mutter, tell me about it, lad. Me, I'm Nadlin, Godsman fighter extraordinaire. He sighs, at least I used to be. Now I am a clerk in the Foundry, breathing in the sooty air and hastening my dying day long. That's a pity I had questions. Was there something else you wanted? Who are you? Me, I am Nadlin, Godsman fighter. Okay, that's right. We'll return back to him after we chase the dreambuilder story, because I feel like this is the quest that progresses with the. You don't have a quest here for Foundry though. Oh no, yeah, we don't have a quest here for Foundry. So. Godsman. I forgot their original name. Their preferred name, where it is something of the source. Believers of the source, I think. Believers of the source. Yeah, I don't think there's a journal entry. Let's go back and go inside and talk to Neil Sander first. Everyone else stops and Nielsen moves. What I need to begin the final stage of Dreambuilder is a piece of your skin immersed in your blood, so the machine can familiarize itself with your physical essence. It must be in a blue-green bottle to symbolize a dream sea on which you float. I got it right here. Show me my dreams. Take it, show me my dreams. The machine requires a bird cage adorned with razors, fine rod to mimic the destructive power of dreams, an ability to capture our hearts and imaginations. Search in Siege Tower for a cage I have commissioned. I don't know, I want. Okay. A cage, how prosaic. Very well. Answer me some questions first. I want to know what the word prosaic means. Prosaic. Not fanciful or imaginative. Lacking wit or imagination. Destructive power of dreams. Okay. Cage with razors. I'll be back. How do I get in there? So you have proven yourself to be resourceful. Find a way. I honestly thought he was gonna just tell us how to get in, but we have to find our own way. Fine, then answer me some other questions. Small frown of consternation creases his already wrinkled forehead. What do you like to know? What do you do here? What do I do? I'm the engineer of all engineers. I studied under Tanari Smith Kazan, who tempered words on a forge of hate, quenched them in trough of despair, and sent them forth to slaughter stupidity. Elements of phrases, caustic words were brought to him, and he created weapons of terrifying magnitudes, weapons that would lay an enemy low and destroy the malformed ideas of others. I'm sure you've seen his work. So you create evil weapons here? Not at all. My forge is not built on hate, but on understanding. I also studied under the Archon artisan Terasa Firia, who created the healing touch of a gentle thought, ideas that will still any fiendish spitting heart. He worked his will with love and devotion. My work blends theirs, as all mortal psyches blend elements of the demonic and sublime. Are your co-workers as well trained as you? Fascinating. Is he a bushy-haired man clad in the height of fashion, if you consider fashion to have died 50 years ago? His clothing seems to consist of tattered street urchin rags, and he seemed to affect a disdainful manner towards those around him. Or that might be his actual manner. He doesn't even glance at you until you speak with him. Then his eyes began searching your face. Careful, do you want something? This somehow results in a introductory passage, I would say, of this person. when you ask this question. Let's yeah, I must that's fine. I think we have to get into the tower to find the cage, and we don't know how to get into the tower. Let's talk to maybe Keldor to see if we know how to get into the tower. Well, my friend, what can I do for you? You can answer some questions. I would like to join Godsman. If you wish to join the Believers of Source, you must complete 3 quests. First quest is you must go to the forge and create an item. This will show you that you are capable of seeing the possibilities inherent in even a base lump of iron. That you are capable of bringing forth something that will stand the test of time. It measures your vision and your ability to make potential actual. Make the potential actual. Talk to Alisa, the Foundry supervisor, in the main Foundry to see how it all works. Add some other questions. Okay, so we need to talk to Alisa in the Foundry, but I don't know if we ever heard the name Nadwin or Nadlin, whatever that name was. I'd like to see the secret project if I could. He's my friend. I can't give that to you until you prove yourself a friend of the Godsman. Okay, I think today we will kind of try to sneak into this Godsman faction, even though we're not completely swept up by this idea of Godsman, or like we're not convinced by this faction. We kind of want to know the secret of whatever secret they are working on. So we'll try to kind of infiltrate this by gaining their trust. Okay, so we'll do the 3. We'll try to do the 3 activities which will allow us to join the faction. So, but before that, let's talk to Nadlin. I'm here to pick up an item. What item though? You have a receipt? You need a receipt or I can't give you anything? No. Okay. He paused for a moment. If you got a receipt, give it to me. Otherwise, I can't give you anything. Now go on. I'm sure I can be a busy man without being played with by passerby. Who are you? That's a pity. You mentioned having seen me before. Do you remember where? Not so fast, lad. Takes a while for the mind to warm up to a task like this. I've lived a long time, and I've seen a lot of faces. I'd like to pick up some gear for the forge. And you're wanting to be a smith now, eh, lad? Very well. You'll need an apron, 10 copper, some tongs, another 10, and a hammer. It should be 20. That comes to, let me see, 50 coppers. That comes to 40 coppers only. This first option is available to us probably because maybe we are intelligent. Maybe we are dexterous in catching that little trickery, or like his maybe he made an honest mistake, right? Either way, we were supposed to catch it. You'll need an apron, 10 copper, some tongs, another 10, and a hammer, which will be 20. Yeah, I'm sorry, but that sounds more like 40 copper to me. What am I thinking? Of course it is. I tell you, memory is an insidious thing. It seems like an honest mistake. That's it. Give me the stuff. Don't forget to pick up some ore from Tildon if you're wanting to work the forge. That's it. Give me the stuff. Don't forget to pick up some ore from Tildon if you're wanting to work the forge. He's a miserly bastard, but he's the only person to get ore from. I forgot where Tildon is, but I think we already have some ore. Now I just want to see your smiling face. Bless you, son. And now if you'll excuse me, I have some windows to look out. Right. Okay, now we can talk to Ali.
Yes.
Forgot her name. Alisa Teal.
Pleasure.
Before that, I think we need to get stuff get the iron ore from Fall from Grace, and then I'm a bit worried if the volume is too high. It might be too high, right? Let me reduce the game audio a little bit so that the Foundry, like all the cacophony in the Foundry does not drown out what I'm saying, or like make it difficult to focus on it. Okay, alright. So where is Tildon? Here is Tildon. Okay. What? You again? Answer some questions for me, Tildon. We talked to them so long ago, I forgot like almost everyone in here. I need to use the forge. Can you give me some more? Seems like they'll let anyone be a Godsman these days, he grumbles. Ain't like the old days when you had to show real potential to be a member. You want this iron for your Ponzi test? Take it then and get maced. He thrusts a lump of cold ore into your hands. Thanks. Who are you? Kill on the Grey, supervisor for this yard. My job is to make sure my laborers get their jobs done and to make sure people like you don't distract them. They work little enough as it is, the little swords, and they'd manage to lose the rest of the day in idleness if I weren't here. I'm tough, but I'm fair. Ask anyone. Okay, okay. Oh wait, there were some interesting options there. I kind of skipped past that. Why do they call you the Grey? Then you're the one I need to talk to you about getting some iron ore. That's fine. Why do they call you the Grey? Because I'm covered in soot most of the time from those blasted furnaces. It's a nickname my laborers had given me, out of affection, no doubt. Sarcastic, no doubt. They really seem to respect your gentle soul. Sure, that must be it. What's that supposed to mean? I think I remember having chosen this exact response long ago and being surprised at his reply. It means I'm agreeing with you. Well, good. The multiverse should be a better place if everyone did. Now I have to get back to work. Alright. Let's talk to Alyssa Teal. You again, what do you want? My apologies for my impatience. But we are on a schedule here. I had some questions for you. And to get into the guarded room back there and use a forge. I'm looking for a way out. Pick up your office. Tour. Okay, I need to use the forge. Certainly, just make sure you have the proper items for it. Protection from the flames, tongs, hammer, and of course, your iron ore. Where would I get? If you can't find them lying around somewhere, then you'll have to buy them from the clerk. For a nominal price, of course. Okay. I think maybe we can use the forge now. How do you... How am I supposed to use it? We have to go to the armory though. Maybe this is the forge? I don't know. Alyssa, can you help me out again? I wanna know where the forge is. Right. Certainly, just make sure you have the protection items for protection. Okay, maybe we need to equip it. Let's look at our inventory to see if we can equip it. Why? Suit cover tongs used to hold iron ore in the heat of a foundry fire. We can't equip it. Yeah, we already copied this, right? Ah, we got 2 of them. Yep. Now Dakon knows the spell. So that's why it's there. Okay, Dakon. Now we know balance in all things. I don't know how to use the foundry. Oh god. I need to make something out of this. Trying to see if anything can be clicked. Let's go into the inventory again, see if we can equip any of these items. It seems we can't. This is an apron, which I think we can. This is very weird. Come on. Alright. Is there a way to... Let's look at the journal again to see what it says. Join the Godsman is a quest. I have begun the 3 tests that will allow me to become a Godsman. Forge an item. I'm going to forge an item for my first test. Okay, how do I do that? Fetch a birdcage festooned with razor blades. I'm to find a smith in the Great Foundry and he'll tell me how to work the force so that I can create an item. I'm to do this to prove that I can see the potential even in a cold lump of rock. Shouldn't be hard. I'm to cold lump of rock. Shouldn't be hard. I'm to return to him when I'm done. Alright, let's talk to a foundry worker then. Just a couple of answers. You see a drab hiver holding crates around. You can't even tell this poor sword sex. What do you want from me? Okay, maybe we need a Godsman instead of a foundry worker. You want to work the forge? First you'll need a protective apron, then you'll need to find some tongs, a hammer and a free anvil. Then you get a lump of iron, place it in the fire until it gets hot enough to shape, and then pound the devil out of it on the anvil. When you achieve the shape you need, dunk it in the water bucket nearby. That's a crash course, mind you. You need some skill to handle it. How hard can that be? You'll be surprised, but get out of here, I'm busy. Okay, so I am not sure again if there's an anvil here nearby. Or do we need to increase some of our stats to act as a... maybe we need to increase our stats. I don't know. Maybe we'll get a different response. Matching yourself. Else, I guess it's her job, but I can't be trusted to do it. Annoyed that I can't proceed this quest. And this seems like a very odd room because like 60% of it is already in the dark because of this angle. It's anyway a tiny room, and seems like we can't do anything more here. Is this an anvil? I don't know. No idea how this place works. Maybe we can talk to one of the smith.
Done.
Answers. Nothing. Oh, come on, how do I... That's arrows. So we need to talk to him. Any of the smiths there should be able to help you out. Looking at your stats, do you think anything... Maybe it's related to strength. We have very little strength, so I don't know if we'll be able to proceed this part of the quest if it requires more strength from us.
Alright.
Because we don't really have any strength. You need some skill to handle it. Skill I would associate with the dexterity stat. Ability score represents agility, reflexes, and hand-eye coordination. A high dexterity makes you harder to hit and aids your thief skills. Maybe we won't be able to proceed this story because we don't have the skill requirement to complete it. Okay, I guess we'll leave for now. So I don't know what else to do here. Maybe just talk to the guard for once. Sandos can usually be found in the rooms to the rear of the hall. Maybe let's try to, because I feel like even if we don't have the strength, if this is a large enough content area, like this side quest is large enough with a lot of content, then they would have maybe given us a way to. Oh, this is the smith. We can talk to a smith. Maybe they would have given us a way to bypass this like stringent attribute requirements. He uses a quick glare and refocuses his attention on the speaker. Shush! I'm trying to listen to Keldor. I want to learn. You are interrupting me. All right. Okay, maybe Saros has a different opinion or a different dialogue. You again, what do you want? No, I don't want any of those. And we'll visit the room here once again, just to make sure it's we're not missing something there.
All right.
I don't know why, but I assume for once that this is Sandos's room, but we can't get in there. So maybe what we can do is maybe ask Anna to use thieving skills here.
Why not?
The mechanism that operates this door does not have a conventional lock and maybe warded against simple spells. Okay. How about we bash it in?
What's up?
Except we don't have any
I hear
bashing
your
weapons.
words. Your path is mine.
So it's I think Foundry is kind of locked out for us right now because I can't find a way to progress the story. And I don't really have any idea on how to get into the siege tower either. That also seems to be a bigger mystery.
I'm gone.
I think we might finally just proceed to Festhall and try checking out everything in Festhall, and once that's done, maybe we'll have more context on other areas, things. Oh, look at Mort getting. Come on, Mort.
Sure, why not?
I'm gone.
That area directly seems to be the entrance to Clark's
All
Sword, though.
right.
So okay, let's do one more thing. Let's talk to Wes one more time with Parfum guys in our company. So maybe it will give a different dialogue. Have you come to trade tales? Yes, I have. I would like that very much. Ask one of your companions if they have a story to tell. Wes awaits your story patiently. Far from this, do you have a story to trade? Grace turns to yes. I have no story that I wish to share with you today, Tail Chaser. I cannot let you exhaust my library before I can find more stories. Maybe someday. I have a tale to share with you, Wes. Yeah, I think we have Did we ask her about these two things? I forgot. We'll just ask once more. Trying to find Vivian's scent. Do you know where it is? Where it might be? Speak with Nenny. She's forever pacing about and observing everything intently. What about Marissa's Crimson Veil? But Marissa is an interesting tale. Would you like to hear? I think we have heard about Marissa's tale though. She was one of the sisters who ran away, right? Once upon a time, there's a world of heroes and a time of petty, childish gods. Then there were three sisters. Cursed with a hideous appearance, they were considered demons by the people of the land and forever shunned. One missed her sisters terribly, yet left that world its shame behind, but exchanged the pettiness of a pantheon for pettiness of stealth. Okay, alright. The tale of Raval Pursuer, fighter of children, begins and ends with the question, what can change the nature of a man? Go on. Many were the times she poses the riddle to those who approached her, those who sought to glean from her the strange magic that she alone seemed to possess. All attempted to answer her query, but to no avail, and they found the price of their wrong answer to be some horrible fate, always more terrible than the last victims. To recount their various torments would be to speak of things that nightmares are born from. Go on. The tale strikes me in this way. Raval herself knew not the answer to these questions, but she lusted for an answer. Only the why of the matter remained in question. Why did the nature of man matter to one of the great sisters, especially to one of such power as Raval? Go on. It is said that she put the question to the Lady of Pain, not directly, but shouted it to Sigil itself, daring for the lady to answer. When no reply was forthcoming, she wove terrible magics that threatened to open the cage and let the fury of the plains roll in like a wave. She received no answer other than banishment. To this day, no one knows the answer to Ravel's question, and now there is no one to petition for Ravel. For Ravel herself is gone, lost to the plains. And another question. Wait, there is more. Though my tale ends with Ravel's demise, there are some that claim that the hag still lives. There is a silent prostitute here who once talked of such things, but she speaks no longer. If she would speak to you, she might tell you more of Ravel. Okay, what else can you tell me of the silent prostitute? Echo, West France thinking. I once heard of a tale who knew the word that if spoken would undo the multiverse. Perhaps this is Echo. Ask Dolara though. I understand that she sometimes meets with one who knew Echo before she stopped speaking. Okay. And to get Dolara to talk, we need to go find the key to her heart, I think. Yeah. So everything's kind of, not everything, like the most sensible location to now just go for is the Civic Festhall. So we'll head there. Okay. And I think another thing is that we have this area called Under Sigil, and it has been conveyed to me that Under Sigil is maybe more of a combat challenge, since this area is quite like dialogue heavy, content heavy in that sense. Like it's more story focused area, and to have some sort of combat relief, they might have introduced this area. So we'll skip this area for now, because if it's just combat, we might not be that interested in tackling it. But yeah, we'll stop here for now. We'll talk to the people here and then head into the Civic Festhall. This looks like a pretty what do you say, well-maintained area. You can imagine, right? The mortuary entrance also kind of looks like this, but the area surrounding it is hive, which is very poorly maintained. Here it's all very neat and clean, and yeah. So we'll continue from here after a break. I'll probably take a break now and then return later to continue from here. Okay, we are back again. We're gonna talk to the people outside the Festhall before heading in. Alright, let's see. Sarhava Story, Sarhava Vigil, Sarhava Story. Okay. Sir, a moment of your time. Okay. Sensate. What is that carrion stench? So I cursed the mouthy cow. Moment of your time. She said, no, they're mine. Clerks or citizen, sensates. Let's talk to a generic sensate first. This person turns as you interrupt them, nodding a polite greeting. Apologies, good sir, but I was in the middle of something. If you don't mind, farewell. They give a polite half bow and make to continue about their business. Busy sensates. Let's talk to a male sensate. This person turns as you interrupt them, nodding a polite greeting. Yeah, I think it's a generic dialogue because it uses this term them. Apologies, good sir, but I was just in the middle of something. If you don't mind, farewell. They give a polite half and make to continue about their business. That's fine. Let's talk to Sarhava. The smell of alcohol wafts heavily from this young woman, and despite her dark skin, you can see that her face, beautiful but cruel looking, is flushed. She is slender but well muscled, adorned in exotic jewelry and translucent silk clothing. Numerous scars crisscross her thighs and forearms. They look to be from battle wounds. Wow, that's a very odd set of things to be. I guess she's a battle veteran, but she's maybe trying to become a sensate. Stay away from the woman and greetings. Okay, greetings. Well, what have we here? A little tiefling gutter queen come crawling out of the hive. The woman pouts, talking as one would to a small child. Are you lost, little tiefling? Oh, look, it has a tail. How cute. A little tiefling gutter queen come crawling out of the hive. Okay, she's talking to Anna. Anna flushes, and with a snarl, blades sprout from her fists. Now, Fiend King, don't do that. Woman seems unconcerned as Anna draws her weapons and clucks disapprovingly with her tongue. Careful now, or I'll remove that tail of yours and feed it to my dogs. I think we'll kill her after this conversation. Young Sarhava Vigil, could it be you? The young woman appears confused for a moment, then recognizes Fall from Grace. She seems startled and abashed. Mistress Grace, I had not noticed you. Only shamefully do I admit this, for your noble appearance would be obvious to even a dullard. Obviously, you rank less than a dullard, girl. Okay, let Grace continue. I am like so tempted to pick the first option to just pick a fight with. We should have spoken to the bodyguards first. I was being a bit maybe generous talking to her first. Obviously, let Grace continue to speak. Far from Grace gives the barest of notes. Your words are most skillfully chosen, unlike those heard so recently. She's sucking up to Grace. She seems shamed. Yes, mistress, I regret that such words were spoken in your presence. You will regret it more in a bit, okay? I regret they were spoken at all. Her tone barely changes, but the subtle reprimand seems to crack young woman's face like a whip. It pains to see an old student of mine behaving so. She frowns, then regains her composure. In any event, mistress, what brings you out of the establishment? Some errand? These are my companions that I am traveling with. I would expect the same courtesy given to them as you have given to me. Such a hallmark and responsibility of those noble born. Continue. Anna glares at Grace and Sarhava furiously. Continue. Sarhava bows low. Then allow me to excuse myself with an apology, Mrs. Grace. To you and your companions. My words were ill-chosen. It's a drink that caused me to speak such rubbish, and I am filled with shame for having belittled myself so before my teacher of old. She bows, turns, and leaves. Leave. No, I'm not gonna leave that easily. The young nobleman nods politely in greeting but refuses to engage you in conversation. Okay, nobleman. The young nobleman nods politely in greeting but refuses to engage you in conversation. Okay, let's quick save and Sarhava acknowledges you with a nod of her head but will not have words with you. Leave. You know, like, I just want to quick save and kill her at least once. And then maybe quick load again just for the satisfaction, but let's leave her be for now. I should be more I should hold back a little more. This person turns to you as you interrupt them, nodding a polite greeting. Apologies, good sir, but I was just in the middle of something. Okay, sunset, mate. Okay. Salabesh the Onyx. This tall, thin man dressed in heavy crimson robes has sharp, pinched features. He bows regally as you approach him. I am Salabesh, called Salabesh of the Salabesh the Onyx, future mage shooter for the Civic Festhall. You have business with me, I take it? No, it's just some questions. About what? Not the ward and the like, I hope? Plenty of more common folk could answer such questions, and I'd just as soon direct you to one of them. Oh, it might be Salabesh that cursed the performer, apparently. I thought maybe it was... did I assume that it was Sebastian? I think for a moment I thought it might have been Sebastian. What is the future mage tutor? What do you mean by the future mage tutor of Festhall? It's a prestigious position to be an official tutor in one of the Festhall's training chambers. It's my intention to one day take the position of mage's tutor, but title currently in possession of the Lady Thorncombe. If only I could somehow prove that I would be a superior tutor. Why are you called the Onyx? The a long tail, which I'll shorten to save my breath. In my youth, I was once called Salabesh the Golden, for I was said to have a heart of gold, small, hard, and yellow. Well, I cursed the fool who started that, so that he could only speak from his arse and defecate through his mouth. The Onyx appellation. Along the same lines as the Golden. The Onyx appellation, along the same lines as Golden, though admittedly somewhat less clever, soon followed. In any case, I'm a much kinder fellow now, far less prone to laying curses and the like. I'm not certain if I deserve the name any longer. So Onyx is... He got that name because he impulsively like threw this curse into the curse at that fellow. I don't know what Onyx... Onyx is a kind of a stone, right? I don't know. Let me check what Onyx is. Onyx. A chalcedony with alternating black and white bands used in making cameos. What the hell? Yeah, it's a kind of quartz onyx. So I don't know. Maybe it's a black kind of thing, black and white. I don't know. You cursed him so that you cursed him so that what? Oh yes, you heard right. Oh okay. Oh, oh, okay. We are expressing surprise at the nature of the curse. Okay. Oh yes, you heard right. Salvador sighs happily and chuckles to himself. That sort of thing is why I'm known as a master of curses. You know, we should, I think, kill everyone surrounding this building. I have another question. Do you know of a cursed man called Requint? You know, it might be. We have to go back and revisit Requint's tale again because I think Requint. I don't remember. Is it Requint that he is talking about? Speak from his arse and defecate through his mouth. No, that's not Requint. Requint just smells really bad. Do you know of a cursed man called Requint? So, by the way, the option to talk about the performer has disappeared. You see Salabesh the Onyx. He makes a brief but graceful half bow. Again, you stand before me. Okay, the option to talk about the performance artist has disappeared. I don't know why. Instead, it's replaced with an inquiry about Requint. Reek? Salabesh eyebrows suddenly dart up. Oh, yes, Jumble Murdersense. Curse that man. Jumble Murdersense curse that man, if I recall correctly. Why? Seeking to get his cards undone? Good luck. Only Jumble can do that, you know. Where would I find this Jumble Murdersense? Murdersense, not Munder. Okay, sorry. Murdersense. Within the Civic Festhall, I suppose. A short, portly fellow with a leering smile. Never speaks, so you'll be hard pressed to get anything out of him. I don't know why the option to talk about the performance artist disappeared. Come on, game. Why are you doing this to me? Let me check the... Let me quick save once. I don't know how many quick saves they have buffered. Like, they keep in memory. So, let's see. This is from... Yeah, this is just before talking to... Maybe this makes sense. Let's see. Let's load that. And go talk to Salabesh. Are the mage that cursed the performer down the street? Oh, Salabesh narrows his eyes, his lips curl up. Him. Yes, I cursed him, and he was well deserving of it, mocking a passing mage. Now, what sort of fool does that? He was asking for it. After all, I am Salabesh the Onyx, master of curses. Don't worry yourself though. The curse is harmless. Improves his sorry little act, if anything. He'll be fine. Okay, so there's nothing to be done here. But I'm still annoyed that the game chose to skip that question after I made these two inquiries. Why do that? Like, why make me go through the trouble of loading this again? I recall the Onyx. I don't care about your goddamn story, okay?
Updated my journal.
Yeah, we'll see. Do you know of a cursed man called Requint? Okay, Jumble Murdersense. Add another question. I'm not surprised. Alright, I think we've talked to most people outside. And Sarhava is probably not talking to us again. Yeah. I think there may have been another, like, other few dialogue options to pursue with them. Maybe. I don't remember what I asked her as the first question, but it was just the first question that resulted in us in like getting to this predicament where we can't talk to her again. We'll add her to the list of people we might try killing once we are done with the game, or we are closing the end of the game. Okay, we are inside Festhall. Jolmi. Oh, have I heard his name somewhere? Okay, let me bump up the music.
Done.
Not sure if the recording picks it up as well. At least I've increased my music volume so that I can hear the music. What is this? I don't know what it's trying to say. Splinter sensates Jolmi. Let me quickly check if Jolmi is somewhere in our... Jolmi. I've been given a message that a woman called Jolmi of the House of Sirma wishes to make a proposal to me. I am to seek her out in the Civic Festhall. She wears green silk trimmed with gold and has the hair the color of blue steel. Yeah, okay. So I assume we are to... I think a messenger approached us like really early on when we visited Clarksward and talked about Jolmi. She's right in like light at the entrance of the Festhall, so we should probably talk to her. But let's talk to her sensate first. I don't know who a Splinter is. Maybe this is a bodyguard kind of person or a security kind of person. This person turns as you interrupt them, nodding polite greeting. Okay, they're all very busy, obviously. Alright, let's go to Splinter. The towering man's golden skin sparkles slightly, almost as if it were metallic. Whether it's his actual flesh or merely painted on, you cannot tell. He regards you coolly as you approach, heaving a respectful bow as you draw near. Welcome to the Civic Festhall, traveler. We are Splinter, doorman to the Festhall and priest king of Ur. Doorman to the Festhall and priest king of Ur. How may we help you? Okay, we are Splinter. Interesting. Despite his humble offer of aid, his voice is powerful and commanding, a deep rumbling sound that resonates through the chamber. How can you help me? How can you help me? We do many things in the Spine Hall, traveler. We answer questions guests might have regarding it or its inhabitants. We direct both visitors and members of the Society of Sensation alike to Sensorium or lecture halls. We also accept new members into society. Lastly, it is through us that purchases from the society's vaults are made. Spells, items, and such. Okay. They are a multi-purpose entity. How can you show me the Sensorium? What lectures are there to attend? How could I buy something from Sensate Wall? I want to ask about you. Is there something somewhere I could rest? Tell me about the Festhall. I am so conflicted about whether we should speak with him first or Jolmi. Oh, look at this guy. Small, portly man. I want to ask about you. There is little to say that we have not told you. We are the Splinter, doorman to the Festhall, demigod, son of Ish. Doorman to the... We are Splinter, doorman... Oh, so they are not talking... He's not talking about a unit. It's just him. Demigod, son of Ishar. Not demigod sons, right? It's just him. Son of Ishar, Issachar, and priest king of Ur. Planewalkers come to our world and told us of the Society of Sensation. We are fascinated and returned with them. We left Ur in the capable hands of our queen so that we might come to this place and experience servitude and humility for a time. As time does not pass here as it does in Ur, the century we have spent here will be a mere several months in our own world. After another decade or so, we imagine, we shall be ready to return to Ur and rule it once more. Okay, so this traveling the world, talking experiences, and here they have come to experience servitude and humility. And this post is presumably something they picked up just to experience these two things. And many different people would definitely visit Society of Sensation, right? So it seems like a reasonable thing to do. I see I had other questions. And another question, okay. Is there somewhere I could rest here? There are lodgings within the Festhall, but only members of the Society of Sensation are permitted to use them. Should you wish to visit them, walk eastward through the Festhall from here. You will eventually come to them. The clerks there allow sensate into their rooms. So there are no other ways to get a room here. You must be a member of Society of Sensation. What if I already was a sensate? I haven't come to this place in a long time, but I assure you I was a sensate. Splinter bends down a ways to examine you more closely. We do not recognize you, but we see no lies dropping from your tongue. Very well, we shall grant you access to the privileges allowed only to the members of Society of Sensation, if you can show us what sensations you have gathered recently. Okay. So we don't have to really join the sensate. He can kind of sense, he's like scrutinizing us, and like he can just sense that we are not lying. Maybe we don't have all the details, but at least we are not lying is something that he recognizes. Alright, I'm ready. You would ask for 5 sensations, then each pertaining to one of the body's senses, or a single experience which has strong elements of all 5 senses. Okay. I've had a single experience to contribute then. I woke up not knowing where I was on a cold, blood-sick, slicked iron slab in the bowels of the mortuary, a place where only Desmond or the corpse in their care have seen. Okay. So either we can provide separate instances of experiences where any of the senses were involved, or we can just have a single instance where we just, say that it was a really sensory experience maybe, and waking up dead from death seems like that, I guess. Splinter notes, go on. My entire body reeked of embalming fluid, but even the smell of that was not enough to match the coppery scent of gore around me. So that's scent, I guess. Dozens of bodies lie on the countless bloody slabs like the one I rose from, all in the process of being gutted, flayed, and like the nightmarish clockwork devices. Okay, all in the process of being gutted and flayed and the like by nightmarish clockwork devices for reasons unknown. The only sounds were the squeals of labored metal and unsteady tread of undead workers as they pushed the slabs about the mortuary on the rusted iron tracks. It's a really good description. A disturbing experience. Okay, so that's sense and smell. And even I left out the part about the chattering skull. And I even left out the part about the chattering skull that flew at me soon as I was upright. Will it suffice, Splinter? Yes, we welcome you back, traveler, and grant you access to those privileges allowed only to the member of Society of Sensation. Okay. So at least we can sleep now. We got 10,000 experience. That's one. Wait, that's 10,000. We would be pleased to answer what questions we can. So long as we pertain to the Festhall, so long as they pertain to the Festhall or the Society of Sensation. Okay, I'll keep an eye out to see if there are other Splinters around, or if it's just this single person who is the son of Issachar, the king priest of Ur. Tell me what the Festhall. Civic Festhall is one of the largest buildings in Sigil. Fitting as it is home to Society of Sensation, the city's largest faction. It holds sensoriums, lecture halls, training chambers, and such for visitors and members of the society alike. Tell me what Society of Sensation. The core of Sensate's belief is that the multiverse can only be truly known through the senses. If one cannot sense it, then a thing isn't. Only through experiencing all the sensations to be had, can the full truth of the multiverse be revealed. Society of Sensation, then, is where experiences gather and are shared with others. Society of Sensation then is where the experiences gather and are shared with others, usually via sensoriums. Might I become a sensate? In order to join Society of Sensation, one must be willing and prepared to share their own experiences. 5 are required, 1 from each of the senses. Alternatively, one may contribute a single experience that has strong elements from all 5 senses. It will allow you to... all 5 senses. These must be either new sensations or improvements upon our current stock. Should we find them acceptable, they will be placed into sensory stones, and you, having become a sensate, will be taught to sensory touch. It will allow you to draw others' wounds onto yourself, healing them by accepting their suffering. Okay, this is something we have never heard of before pertaining to sensate. This thing called sensory touch, or at least its description has never been mentioned before, where we can kind of accept others' pain and heal them in that way, healing them by accepting their suffering. Draw others' wounds onto yourself. You're already heavily scarred. I'm not sure if that's because we were such a generous person walking around and like taking everyone else's wounds. I'm ready. I want to become sensitive. Okay, let's skip that part now. Tell me about society sensation. I think there were more questions. So tell me about sensoriums. Sensoriums are chambers which hold many recorder or sensory stones. These stones are enchanted so that they may hold various sensations or experiences that may be later had by others using the stone. If you so please, you might direct it to one of them. No, but I had another question. Let's ask about Festhall and then training chambers. There are 3, one for warrior, one for thieves, and one for practitioners of magic. If you would find them, pass through the middle of the door, pass through the middle door on the eastern wall, and the door beyond that as well. You'll be at the corner of a hallway along the one that goes east. Along the one that goes east, there are 3 doors along the southern wall. Each door leads to one of the training chambers. Okay. There was someone I was looking for here. There are like so many people we are looking for in here. It's just like an overwhelming amount of people. And Jolmi is right here, so we can start with her later. But let's ask some other questions. Is there anyone here who might know about Ravel Puzzle well? Splinter closes his eyes and thinks briefly. We would recommend that you speak to a wizard by the name of Quell about Ravel. Quell is always somewhere in the Festhall, most often in the private sensorium. Show me to the private sensorium. Oh, okay. No, don't do that. What the hell? Okay, let's walk out. I don't know where in hell I'm gonna pop out. Is this a private sensorium? I have no idea. I guess we have to talk to him to go back into the private sensorium. Alright, let's get back to Splinter again. How can you help me? Can you show me the sensoriums? There are 2. The public sensorium where the visitors may use the sensory stones for anywhere between 10 and 50 commons. And the private sensorium where only members of the Society of Sensation are allowed. You can reach neither of them yourself. We must take you there. Okay, so we have to talk to Splinter to reach these locations. Wait, I had a question about something else. What lectures are there to attend? The Festhall's current speakers include Death's Advocate, who speaks of death and what follows it. Geis is the Crooked, who speaks of the Blood War and three planes aligned. Geis is the Crooked, who speaks of the Blood War, and 3 planes aligned, who speaks of the power of the alignment and belief. 3 planes aligned. What are the different planes we have? We have the elemental plane, the prime material plane, and on top of that is the outlands, right? I forgot the stacking that they had. I had a question about something else. So all of these, I guess, again, we have to kind of talk to him to attend. They aren't like present in any room, and we can't just like walk in. Let's save again and ask about the different people that we may find here. Oh wait, I would like to buy something from Sensei's walls. Scroll of blindness, Scroll of charms, scrolls, scroll of the power of word, blind. Allows us to cast power word blind. Okay. Duration special. Interesting. Usable by mages. The power of sight shall be removed and darkness shall enter. This spell binds up to 100 hit points of certain creatures. Blinds up to 100 hit points of certain creatures in 15 feet from the specified target point. The blindness spreads outwards from the center, affecting creatures with the lowest HP totals first. Those with more than 100 HP are not affected. The spell effect's duration depends on the number of HP affected. If 24 or fewer HP are affected, then the blindness lasts for 140-400 seconds. If 26 to 50 HP are affected, the blindness lasts for 80 to 200 seconds. Oh, the more it affects, the more it lasts. Okay. No. Sorry. The obviously, yeah, the more it affects, the less it lasts. 51 to 100 HP affected, blindness lasts for 16 to 40 seconds. An individual creature can't be partially affected unless all of its HP are affected if it's not blind. Okay. What level is this spell? Level 8. Okay, that's a very powerful spell. Obviously, we can't really buy it. We can try to... What is aid? Remove curse. Identify. Okay. And we have buy sell. Okay. Is there anything we can sell from anyone here? Apparently not. Wish I can sell it off. At least you'll get 400 commons. Like, at least you'll get 600 commons back. I don't remember if it was 1500 or 1000 commons for the Codex of the Inconceivable. But yeah, I was given the feedback that the main purpose of, or like the only purpose of Codex of the Inconceivable is that this you'll get 1000 XP when you try to read it. That's it. You can't really do anything much. You can't do much else with the Codex of the Inconceivable. It's kind of like a joke item, maybe kind of like a troll item. So yeah, it was funny. Like the reactions for both Mort and Nameless one was like so outlandish that it was fun to read that, at least even for that. And yeah, we can get back 600 commons, so that's nice. Mertwyn the Headless. Oh, wait. Is he headless? We know we have someone who's supposed to... We have a quest where we are supposed to find someone's head. Mertwyn's head to his body. I've agreed to return head of Mertwyn to his body. So that's Mertwyn the Headless. Let's quickly do that first. Yo, hey, bonk. Yeah, he's just like walking around without seeing anything. It's clear there's something very wrong with this man. The way he lurches about, bumping into things, staring off blankly into space. As you're approaching, you at last realize his plight. He's headless. The thing on his shoulder is merely a skillfully carved wooden prosthesis. He falls head. This must be where Mertwyn's body. Mertwyn's voice suddenly echoes from within the steel box. Oh, there it is. That's my body. Stay there, old chum, or here. Okay, so it's with Far From Grace. That's a neat little touch that it comes from Far From Grace's body. If we were carrying the box, I guess this voice would have originated from us. But the focus shifts to Far From Grace, and the voice also seems to come from her. The body shuffles towards you, reaching out towards the steel box containing Mertwyn's head. Allow Mertwyn's body to take his head.
Updated my journal.
Okay. We got 8000 XP. Much better. I thank you, good sir. I imagine my body here was getting a bit restless without me. The body hugs the steel box tightly. Yes, I missed you too. The body tucks the case under its arm and bows to you. And as for you, good sir, you certainly deserve some sort of reward for your trouble. Let's see what I've got now. The body fumbles about in his pockets and finding nothing there in its tunic. Finally, it presents you several handfuls of copper coins. Thanks, Martin. I had some questions. This is the perpetual thing that we are always asking everyone. So even after like barely getting his head back, this is the first thing we ask. Certainly ask whatever you like. How did you end up the way you are? What are you doing? Can you tell me about this place? Okay. How do you end up the way you are? I'm not sure really. The body set me down in one of the lecture halls, and next thing I knew, someone had absconded with me. The next thing I remember was being picked up by you. I wonder if we'll get more context on this anytime, or if it was just like a neat little side quest. But what I meant was, how did you lose your head? Oh wait, someone had absconded with me. So he never places his head back on his torso. Like, does he always like carry it around like this? Is that what happens? That is kind of off-putting, because I thought that he is going to kind of reattach his head somehow, but maybe he was already carrying it in a steel box when he was in the lecture hall, and somebody just ran away with the steel box. He didn't get decapitated, and so we are currently asking him, how did you get decapitated though? The body stiffens visibly. Oh, we don't like to talk about it. Quite horrible, really. What's past is past. No need to dredge it up. Though I will say I'm in the box because my head's not quite as presentable as my body, if you get my meaning. Holy. Okay. I had another question. Certainly ask whatever you like. What are you doing here? I'm mostly amble around the Festhall, you know, lumber here, lumber there. I'm not a sensate, mind you, but I just like to watch all the different sort of people milling about. Okay, it's just people watching. Mostly amble around. I want to know what the word amble means. I haven't really used that word. Amble means like a lot, right? It's an ample amount of, and that's maybe AMPL, I don't know. Leisurely walk, usually in some public place. Okay, he's just walking around leisurely. That's what ample means. Leisurely walk. Okay. What does ample mean? Okay. AMPLE ample means more than enough in size, scope, or capacity. That's when we say like there's an ample amount of something. So the word called ample and there's an ample. Okay, alright. But I just like to watch all the different sorts of people milling about. Yeah, I get that. As sensate, the body generally rocks the steel box, nodding the head inside. Yes, you know the sensitive sensation. They race around trying to experience everything, figuring they'll eventually tumble onto some great dark of the multiverse if they keep at it long enough. The body shrugs. And another question. Certainly, ask whatever you like. What are you doing here? Tell me about this place. Can you tell me about this place? Mertwyn sounds confused. Doesn't everyone know about the Civic Festhall? Well, it's the faction quarters of the sensates, and perhaps more importantly, it holds the sensoriums. Tell me about the sensoriums. The Dorsman, perhaps more importantly, it holds the sensorium. So he gives more importance to sensoriums than the actual sensates and whatever else is going on here. The doorman here can explain them better than I, sir, but they're chambers that house many enchanted stones, which in turn hold various experiences and sensations which have been recorded into them. The public sensoriums are open to everyone, so there's a slight fee for their use. The private sensoriums are only open to members of Society of Sensates. Sensates? Yeah, okay. Another question. What do you know about Ravel Puzzle? I don't think he knows much about her. Ravel? Can't say I recall the woman. Okay. Alright, let's head back to Jolmi. Wait, didn't we get distracted? I think we were gonna ask him about this. So, about Ravel Puzzle, he mentioned that we should find someone named Quell, which is fine. We'll look for her. I think we asked both these questions. And we also covered these questions. And there is no way to steal from him. Maybe Anna can? No, she can't. So, just a side note, we have to go back and try to steal something from the Curiosity shop. Not sure if it will work, but we can at least try. And Anna, I think we have improved her, some of her skills like stealth, pickpocket, right? Increase as pickpocket to 70. I'm not sure if pickpocket is the one that's going to aid us in stealing things from the shop, but if it is, then we'll definitely try to do this more. And this is another interesting thing, backstab damage. So I'm not sure if something counts as a backstab if the enemy is not at all aggroed. I know that sometimes backstab counts as the first attack that we do without an aggro present. But maybe it just means that we have to position her behind the enemy and attack. So we'll try both of these variations at some point. Armor class modifiers piercing -2. So I don't know what is making that. If it's her normal stats or if some equipment is giving that debuff to her. It doesn't seem like it. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it. Okay, alright. Let's ask to Splinter about all the different people that we can potentially find here. There was someone I was looking for here. Who was it you were seeking, traveler? Mistress Jolmi of the house Sirma. Merryman. Okay. Mondog a factotum. Montague. I guess this is the lover of what's her name? I forgot her name. The woman who thought that her love life wasn't exciting enough. So maybe it is this. I don't know who Merryman is. Is it Dolores' lover? Mr. Jolmi of the house Sirma. Jolmi has taken to waiting about in this very chamber of late. We think she's looking or waiting for someone. In any case, she should be nearby. Alright, we'll talk to Jolmi, but let's quickly search the terms Merryman. Yeah, Merryman is the person associated with Dolora. I agreed to seek out a man named Merryman, Dolora's first love, and speak to him on her behalf. She told me that he was a member of Society Sensation and so should ask for him at the Civic Festhall. Alright. And as for Montague, Spice of Juliet. Okay, Juliet is her name. I have agreed to pretend to be a jealous suitor of Juliet, one of the pursuits of both love slating intellectuals. I am to find their lover Montague in the Civic Festhall and demand that he relinquish her to me. Okay. Lot of interesting quests to pursue. Let's talk to Jolmi and see what's the deal. This stern-looking older woman seems to be looking for someone. Her eyes fix upon your face as you approach her. You there? Might I have a word with you? Yes, you Jolmi, correct? I spoke to your messenger.
Updated my journal.
I am pleased to meet you then. She gives a slight bow. I would make you a somewhat unusual proposal. Though you might admit you are an unusual man, I'll give you 1,000 copper commons for your permission to kill you. Are you open to discussion on the matter? I'd like to know the reason first before agreeing, so let's ask but why. Jolmi doesn't bat an eyelash, but why not? I thought it might be an interesting experience, paying someone for the privilege of murdering them. When I first heard rumors of your existence, how could I resist? So, what's your answer? Shall we discuss the matter in greater detail? We can, but I think after I do that, I'll come back and kill you, okay? One moment, where did you hear these rumors? Jolmi frowns. One hears all sorts of things in the Festhall. How could one not eventually hear of a man like you? Again, I ask, will you consider my proposal? Yes, let's work out the details. After a short discussion, it comes down to the following terms. Jolmi will pay you 2,000 copper commons. In return, you'll allow her to drive her dagger into your heart. She will wait for you to awaken, at which point she will give you the coin. Do you agree to this? I need to make a bigger save, because unless I can kill her back, I am not doing this. Okay? I don't like this kind of ridiculous, like, exotic experience craving people. I don't think they are good. So, we'll see. So I made a bigger save and a quick save. Let's see if she can... Sure, why not? Yeah, let's do it. The affair is over in moments. She already cleaned her blade and put it away by the time you recovered. After picking yourself up from the Festhall floor, Jolmi hands you several rolls of copper coins while you rub your aching chest. Somewhat disappointing, I must admit. Well, coin well spent nonetheless. Farewell.
Updated my
Is she gonna
journal.
I wanna see if I can... Alright, she's dead.
I haven't had this much
Alright,
fun.
everyone aggro, so we can't really do it. Unless one thing okay, the towering man sneezes down at you. You shall trouble the good people here no more. We shall see you flung far from this place. He waves his hand and your vision blurs as Festhall seems to mess around you. Okay. So we have ended up in lower ward, I think. Okay. They teleported us back to lower ward, not even clerk's ward. So what I think we can do is we'll get the 2,000 copper commons when we know that our business in the it might not work out, but I feel like once we are absolutely sure our business the Festhall is concluded,
All right.
we can maybe try it out, right? We can maybe try to get that. Yeah, look at all the harmonium cards. Wow, everybody knows that we have pulled off that stunt in the in the Festhall, and I guess everyone inside will also be aggroed once we come here. Yeah. Okay. So I think that's something that we can do at the very end if we want to. Okay. Because I don't like her. I definitely don't like her. So I'm not gonna do it. But 2,000 commons is quite a large sum. So yeah, we'll see. Jolmi, piece of shit. Sensate, Montague. Okay, this should be a exciting conversation. Oh, what's this? This throne appears as old as a building itself. It looks unused, more a piece of artwork than a ruler's seat. It looks unused. Who used to sit here? Who founded the Festhall? Who founded the Society of Sensation? Who was it? There is nothing behind the bars which adorn the face of this pillar. Okay. Is there a hidden compartment here? Scroll of Force Missile. Level 4 Wizard. Affects one or more creatures or objects. Saving throw special. Missiles of Force accurately strike down and blast its intended victims. Like the magic missile, this spell creates a mystical globe of magical energy which will successfully hit its target for 2 to 8 points of damage regardless of saving throw. Nice. It then explodes with a concussive blast that does 1 point of damage per level of the caster within 3 feet radius. That's actually quite high, right? 1 point of damage per level of caster. That's we are like level 9, so that's 9 points of AoE damage within a 3 feet radius. Is quite small, I guess. If a saving throw is made, then this concussive damage is negated. Okay. So regardless of saving throw, will deal this small damage, but if the saving throw is successful, then the concussive damage is not there. The wizard recreates one missile at 7th plus an additional missile every second level after 7th for a maximum of 7 missiles. Okay, so currently we are level 9, so I guess at 7th we have additional missiles, so there's 2 missiles plus one more at level 9, so we might have a max of 3 missiles. So this is a very powerful levels 4 spell, like a very, it feels like a very powerful levels 4 spell. We didn't even have to buy it. I don't know. I don't know how we, is there any stat attribute, like is there any attribute that governs how easily we can detect containers like this? I wonder if that's a thing, because that seems like a very powerful thing, like which we got for basically nothing, having like just checking the surroundings. Alright, so let's talk to Montague. I think he was wandering around. Where did Montague go? So many sensates. Jumble Murdersense. Okay, so maybe Requin's curse can be and about that quest with Jolmi, right? Did we get any? Did we lose some health or something like that when we attempted it? Because I'm wondering what we are getting like 2000 XP for. Sorry, not 2000 XP, 2000 commons for. Basically, just completing a rather simple quest. Which a quest is interacting with two NPCs. Just a messenger at first, coming to here, and she hands you 2000 commons for nothing. So basically nothing, unless like our pride hurts us, which it kind of does. That's why I didn't do it. So I guess it's for shaming us that we are getting the 2000 commons. Okay, Montague is inside here. I didn't see him open the door. Alright, let's quick save and talk to Montague. This handsome young man seems lost in thought, his brow furrowed and a slight frown upon his lip. Greetings, and to thee, sir. Hail, what dost thou wish of me? I had some questions. Yes, who are you? I am named Montague, factotum of the Sensates. Montague, I need to speak with you about Juliet. Factotum? Verily, sir, a member if thou like. You had said Sensates? Verily, sir, the Society of Sensation, a faction of Sigil, sir, the largest. Shouldst thou wish to learn more of Sensates, speak with Splinter. Thou shalt find him just inside the entrance to this building. Okay. What are you doing here? I work as an assistant for one of the faction's administrators, though more often than the past, I find myself perplexed by one of life's strange ways. Such as? Problems of the feminine variety. You're a female? That's a funny, I don't want to, yeah, let's ask it seriously. What's the problem exactly? I don't know what's bothering her. I've tried to cheer her up. I don't know what could be the matter. How are things between you two? Other than this bout of discontent and humdrums, everything is splendid. All that orbits around us does so with tranquility. Our families are more than satisfied with our potential union, and our siblings love me. There is nothing wrong. Perhaps that's a problem. No problems. How does thou mean that no problems are problems? It is my desire that thou speak plainly, sir. Perhaps she wants a little more spice in your relationship. How wouldst thou know what she wishes? He becomes heated. We love and we love unconditionally, with none of the sordid and poisonous wrappings that seem to unfold in all young love. I called thee out, sir, and I called thee a recreant knave and a fool. Hold there. Calm yourself. I'm sorry, sir. It was the fury of the moment that caused me to speak so. I tender my apologies to thee and thine good sir. Think nothing of it. It's no matter. It's no matter. Thou art indeed gracious, sir. I had some other questions. What are you doing here? I had some questions about this place. Okay, I had some questions about this place. Civic Festhall. Thou wouldst do well to speak with Splinter just inside the entrance to this building. Okay. What do you know of Ravel Puzzle Well? The legendary night hag? No. Though should speak to Quell, sir. He is most knowledgeable regarding such things. He is within the Festhall, though where I do not know. Okay. I had some questions about this place. Who are you again? Oh, he gives you a puzzled, slightly suspicious look. I demand her love. Any demands that you withdraw your false protestations of love before I mash you into tiny bits. Never mind that. Actually, I had some other questions. The thing is, this seems to be he seems to be a nice man. He isn't like a contemptuous, like, you know, hate-filled man or something. He's quite gracious and he answered our questions as best as he could. And he was even honest about his troubles with Juliet, right? And feels kind of how do you say? Yeah, I can't find the word again. Yeah, it doesn't feel right to put this on him. I wanted to make Juliet like kind of see that this kind of excitement doesn't necessarily, you don't have to like be so down because there isn't that kind of excitement. Maybe you could like talk to him about it and like solve it maybe instead of but yeah, I think it might affect him too, which I don't want to. Maybe we'll try it again later, but for now let's hold back. Kusai. Okay. It's a life-size granite statue of a gentleman standing with his arms at his sides, eyes closed. It is of excellent craftsmanship, exquisitely detailed and incredibly lifelike. So much so in fact that you find yourself wondering if it's really a statue at all. Greetings? The statue makes no response. Chief, you've seen statues before, right? Know that they don't talk or anything? Consider this mode. You're a floating, talking skull who's denying the possibility of a living statue. Got me there, boss. That I do more. I'll just touch him. You touch the statue and find that while the other clothes that are on are of a gray cloth, while the clothes that adorn it are of gray cloth rather than rock, the skin is as cool and hard as granite. Why should someone clothe a statue? Maybe it's a little too anatomically correct, Chief. It was a rhetorical question more. It wasn't a rhetorical... I don't know. Sure, boss, I knew that. Leave. Let's strike it after... greetings. Sorry. Touch the statue. Strike the statue. As you make to strike the statue, its eyes flash open and it catches your fist in an iron-hard grip. Narrowing its cold grey eyes, it speaks with a voice like two boulders grinding together. Why would you strike Kwasai? Forgive me, I only meant to see if you were truly a statue. He nods, slowly frowning. You are forgiven. However, one feels you are lacking patience. Perhaps. I had some questions. The statue remains silent as ever. Hello, my questions? There is still no response. Wait for a response. There's still no response. You get the sense that Kwasai might be testing your patience. Yeah, that might be the case. Keep on waiting. A few minutes pass and Kwasai had still failed to respond. Wait quietly for a few more moments. The statue's eyes open. He gazes at you with cold grey eyes. He speaks ponderously with a voice like two boulders grinding together. Your patience is noted. Kwasai would speak with you now. Okay. Mode rolls his eyes and makes a gagging noise. Powers? No, not another Berg that talks like this. I wonder if there are other people who kind of paused and made this like horribly slow paced talk. But yeah, I guess Mort is pointing that out. Someone who's speaking like that is quite annoying to listen to. I have questions about you. I have questions about this place. Okay, I have questions about you. After a period of silence, he speaks. Asked, what is it that you were meditating upon when I first found you? Who are you? What do you do here? Who are you? I am called Kwasai. What are you exactly? One is of the race called Stone Princess. Kwasai is Gensai of Earth. Gensai?
Updated my journal.
He notes proudly. Kwasai's father, an elemental creature of Earth, a Dao. Kwasai's mother, a human woman of noble heritage. Such is what it is to be Gensai of Earth. What do you do here? Kwasai meditates. Kwasai also trains others in the arts of combat. Okay. He had quite a good reflex and an iron-hard grip. What is it that you meditate upon? Kwasai meditates upon the way of stone. The way of stone, Kwasai notes, a philosophy, a method of combat. With it, Kwasai seeks to achieve invulnerability. Invulnerability, you be unbeatable in combat? Yes. Now, the way is not yet perfect. Kwasai will make it so one day. Kwasai knows this. Can you tell me what you have discovered so far? So that's basically training, I guess. Kwasai notes, no one has asked Kwasai to share his knowledge of the way. Kosai shall do this now. He begins to speak at length, slowly and carefully. Listen and learn the way of stone. Are we going to get some attribute buff?
Updated my journal.
After hours of listening and many questions, you come to understand what little of Kosai's way of stone he can teach you. What little of Kosai's way of stone he can teach you. In combat, you will use it to resist and deflect your enemy's blows. Armor class -1. Great. It's not like I could see the text floating away here. My eye is always fixed here, so I didn't even notice that, and I'm playing in a larger monitor, so it's quite I didn't really notice the thing that's floating above. It's not here in the dialogue box, so it's a bit difficult to catch. I guess in the combat log maybe we'll see these notifications, but yeah, it said armor class -1. You'll use it to resist and deflect your enemy's blows, improving your armor class. Thanks, Kosai. Add other questions. Just when you think he hasn't heard you, he replies, ask. Okay, really, you have to be really patient. It's very slow. I have questions about you, questions about this place. About you? What is that you were meditating on when I first found you? It's the way of the stone. Okay, add other questions. I have questions about this place. This is Civic Festhall. Need to know more? Find another to ask. Okay. Travel puzzle well? Nothing. Okay. Okay. Good knowing you, Kosai. And Montague, I'll come back to you later after pondering if we should really pursue this like ridiculous quest of getting involved with the lovers quarrel and whatnot. So this is Jumble Murdersense. I don't know why I call him Murdersense. Murdersense. Okay. The short balding man's orange tunic and rather sizable gut gave him the look of a walking pumpkin. He's absent-mindedly patting his large paunch with a slow rhythm. Okay. As if it were a drum. The man's odd crooked smile and a strange gleam in his eyes make him look a bit mad. Okay. Greetings. The man gives you an exaggerated flourishing bow and presents a small card which reads only Jumble Murdersense, Siositect Sorcerer, Extraordinaire. Then he snatches the card from your grasp and proceeds to eat it, grinning wildly all the while. Okay. Maud whispers, somewhere an asylum is one balmy shot. Okay. I had some questions, Jumble. I'd like to remove Requin's curse. I had some questions, Jumble. Jumble yawns and looks away, drumming on his belly with the palms of his hand. Jumble, my questions? Jumble rolls his eyes, he turns to you, smirks and bites his thumb. Fine, but I'd like you to remove Requin's curse. Are you mute? He said, why you won't answer me? Truth. I want some answers. I'll beat them out of you if you have to. Bluff. I wanna make sure I can save. I can proceed Requin's quest. So I'm gonna quick save before maybe inciting his anger. Are you mute? He said, why you won't answer me? Jumble cocks his head and gives you a stupid grin. Slowly he shrugs. He then shuts his eyes and sticks his tongue out at you. Okay. I want some answers and I'll beat them out if I have to. Jumble raises an eyebrow and then takes a step back. He opens his mouth abruptly and though his lips or throat don't move or shape any words or sound, a torrent of incomprehensible babbling begins to pour forth.
Updated my journal.
Jumble shuts his mouth and the babbling ceases. He peers at you through narrowed eyes, a self-satisfied smile on his pudgy face. Suddenly you hiccup. A hiccup and hiccup and hiccup again. Jumble Murdersense merely turns his head and waves you away. Looks like you got a curse thrown down on you, Chief. What have you done to me, Jumble? Jumble, please undo whatever you've done to me. Whatever you've done, Jumble, undo it. You will regret it sorely. What have you done to me, Jumble? Jumble ignores you entirely. Attack him. But friends, find someone who can help me lose his curse. Farewell. We'll keep hiccuping every offer. So let's load again.
So, how long will you be traveling with the succubus?
Okay, Anna is having a conversation with... Sorry about that. Yeah, sorry. Anna is talking to Far From Grace apparently, so let's listen to that.
As long as I am permitted, I suppose.
So how long will you be traveling with the succubus? As long as I'm permitted, I suppose. Okay.
Well, you're not permitted. I don't trust you.
Okay. I don't trust you. And unfortunately, the music is kind of drowning out the voices. So let's reduce the music a tiny bit. Increase the voice volume a bit more. Alright. So let's talk to Jumble Murdersense again. I would like to remove Requin's curse. Jumble pretends not to hear you, instead belching loudly and resuming his belly drumming, his eyes wandering around his Festhall. Is there anything I could do so that you'd remove Requin's curse? Jumble won't look at you, but shakes his head. Remove Requin's curse, Jumble, before I'm forced to hurt you. Jumble raises one eyebrow, takes a step back. He opens his mouth abruptly, and though his lips or throat don't move or shape any words or sound, a torrent of incomprehensible babbling begins to pour forth.
Updated my journal.
Jumble shuts his mouth. Okay. Looks like you got a curse thrown down on you, Chief. What have you done to me, Jumble? Jumble, please, undo what have you done. I'd better find someone who can help me lose this curse. Farewell. Alright. So, I guess a normal remove curse would work on us, right? Would it? Let's talk to Splinter. I know that we have a remove curse. Actually, let's use our own spell, I guess.
In enduring, grow
Remove
strong.
curse from us. Alright. Cast remove curse, nameless one. So I assume... wow. It's still hiccup. So a normal remove curse is just not working out. What the...
Done.
Let's see. Set this screen. Currently affected by no curses. So this is more a quest specific curse and not a normal curse. So us using the normal remove curse spell didn't really do anything. Yeah. Cloud kill. Clouds of death stem from the caster and send those not strong enough on a free journey to their deserved plane. Billowing cloud of toxic vapors are created so that that is so deadly that it will slay any creature for fewer than 4+1 HD. I don't know what HD is. Cause creatures 4+1 to 5+1 HD to roll saving throws versus poison at a -4 penalties or be slain. And creatures up to 5 HD to roll unmodified saving throws versus poison or be slain. Those above 6 HD suffer 1 to 10 points damage. I don't think we have any items that requires identification, right? Yeah. So we'll add some friends. So increases charisma, right? 2 to 8 points of charisma, which is insane. We could try using this, talking to Grace again. We'll try it actually. Blindness, chromatic ore, magic missile, Wilker's eye, submerge the wheel. Submerge the wheel increases our... Yeah, this is a pretty good spell. Scripture of Steel. Maybe instead of fronts we have Scripture of Steel. Okay, that looks good. So, yeah. I think... okay, I think we'll stop here. It's almost an hour. And I think we already have a recording from earlier to go along with this. So it will be more than an hour this episode. But yeah, let me quickly try this spell on myself and try to talk to Far From Grace. Alright, so hopefully we have increased charisma now. Charisma 24, insane. That is insane. We had like 16 charisma earlier, I think, and we got the maximum charisma points. It's 2 to 8 points and we got maximum. Jesus, we should just quickly save. Okay, we are glowing. That is insane. 24 charisma is legendary. You are born to lead. Armies would lay down their lives for you. Insane. Let's quickly save a bigger save so that I don't lose this opportunity. And whom else do you think we can convince now?
Yes.
Let's talk to Far From Grace.
How may I help?
Try to see if we can open a diary. Can you tell me about Tanari and Dishmatan? Talk about companions, me. To be honest, I'm curious as to your feelings about me. This is what a lady must have said. Okay, so it's not like that is I think the maximum amount of charisma we can have. It's like 24 charisma. That's not doing anything. I like know your thoughts on my situation. Very well. Do you have any idea? Never mind. I want to ask her. Okay,
Yes.
let's ask if we can read her diary. Do you ever use weapons? Such as... Oh, where? I don't know where we... can I read your diary? Okay. No. Please? A lady must have secrets. Okay. So it doesn't work on her. Is there
It shall be
anything
done.
else we can do here that requires a bit of charisma? Maybe we should have done it to Jumble Murdersense, but it seems like he's not the kind of person who can be charmed, especially by someone who looks like
All
us.
right.
But let's see.
All right.
Look at that bloody. Hey, stop. Jumble, I need you to remove the curse you put on me. He rolls his eyes and yawns pointedly. Remove the curse, Jumble, before I'm forced to hurt you. Jumble Murdersense make a show of examining and cleaning his fingernails. My god, this man. So I guess one of these are like maybe training cards. I don't know. But we'll continue from here next time. Okay, let's bring bring our party back here, and yeah, I think we haven't entered this room yet though, but we can come in here and go through here, so that should be okay. Okay, so yeah, we'll stop here.